Hello there. There you are, you little beggar. Alright, well, I'm here in my backyard, actually doing a little early morning, or mid-morning bird photography. And I got to thinking that maybe this would be a good time to talk about why we do birds. Why are we interested in birds? What's the attraction? I mean, what's up with birds? Got to thinking about that, and you know, I think we have a natural attraction to birds because, oh, they're one thing, they do things we can't do, like fly. I mean, yeah, they can fly and we can't. And we're fascinated, I think, by their colors and just their antics. I mean, they do some pretty silly stuff. They really do. And I think that's just part of the fun. Because I think as humans, we have this connection, natural connection to birds. Over time, we've revered birds because they're kind of mysterious. They do things we don't understand. They're colorful mating dances that they do, and rituals and all that just kind of mystifies all of us. The dances and that a lot of the larger birds like herons and sandhill cranes do, where it's this very elaborate jump up and down with the wings, and then the osprey and eagles, how they'll lock tendons in midair and flight and free falls, whole courtship ritual that they do. And I think we're just fascinated with that as humans. And we've used their feathers in religious services. The Native Americans have used them for significance, and we've used their feathers in decorations and even to dust our houses, and certain types of feathers even to write with at some point in time. So I think we just have this natural affection for and affinity towards birds. And I think there's probably three things I want to come away with today. Hang on. I've been following this curve-bill thrasher fledgling that's still trying to bake food off of the parent bird, and he'll be fluttering his wings and chirping and sitting around opening his mouth trying to get the food and the attention of the parent bird. Anyway, that's him chirping in the background trying to get the attention of the parent bird. But I think there's three things that we can take away for why bird watching is so important and so compelling to us. I think the very first thing is it just gets us out in nature. Even if you don't have any more time than just to go out in your backyard like I am here this morning, just go out in your backyard and just watch the birds and see if you can get some photographs. I've spread seed around. We've got this quail block over here, and that attracts the birds. We've got bird bath out in front that brings the birds in, and this is an opportunity to just sit down and wait for a few minutes, even if it's just out in your backyard for a little while. Gets you outside and away from technology, and just smell the fresh air and see green things and hear the birds. Second takeaway is the aspect of learning about the birds and what they do, what they like, and their habits. Both their habits for feeding, as well as the things that they do throughout the day, how they go about interacting with each other in their own species and with other types of birds. So that's interesting. And then the third thing is trying to record that with photography. Got a couple of things here. I've got a game camera that I bought. I've actually got 4 of these, and I set these around. They can shoot still photos and video to give me an idea of what types of birds are in my yard. So to summarize, one is I enjoy being outside. It's good to get away from my computer. It's good to be away from the everyday stuff and be out in nature and see if I can see different kinds of birds, or see if I can see the birds I'm familiar with doing different things. I think the second thing for me, the takeaway, is that I feel a connection to them, almost I feel protective of the birds that I'm becoming acquainted with. The ones in my yard, I feel like they're, I won't say they're my pets, but they're my little friends. And I feel protective of them, want to make sure that they're all right, that they have what they need. And I think as humans, we're curious, we want to be protective of things, and I think that's another reason why birds are so important to us, or so compelling, is that maybe they just give us something that we can look after and care for. And I think the third thing about birding is, for me, is learning, getting out to new areas, seeing new places. And even if it's just in my own backyard, I mean, my goodness, I've got quite a list of birds that I have seen just here in my own backyard, in my own neighborhood. And learning new things and honing my skills as a photographer. So anyway, those are just some random thoughts about birds and birding, and why we're, as humans, why we even chase birds in the first place. So if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you'll be sure to be notified of future videos as I create them. All right, well, thanks a bunch, and we will see you next time.